Hello and welcome to another 5-star hotel in Essex. That's right, this behind me is the Pheasant Pub and Hotel, a beautiful place hidden in the Essex countryside, and it even has the 5-star plaque from AA to prove it. And with some amazing online reviews, I'm excited to try it for myself. Last time I stayed in a 5-star hotel, I was massively scammed. They well and truly got me, and it was a 3-star at a push. But I'm hoping that this place is very different, and on first impressions, I would say it is. So let's get out the cold and put this 5-star to the test. All right, we are in the John Constable room. Not sure who that is yet. Hopefully there is some information inside. The lady brings you to your room and also offers to put fresh milk in the fridge for your teas and coffees in the morning. So none of that little packet stuff. But this is the room. Take a look at this. Yes, a 4-poster bed. Now I don't think that I've ever stayed in a room with a 4-poster bed before. So this is a new experience for me. It always reminds me of like Henry VIII or something, and it's absolutely massive as well. I mean, it takes up most of the room, to be fair. But we'll come on to the bed in a minute. I want to just carry on with the room tour. You've got a TV here and some. That's got to be something to do with John Constable. Is that him? I don't know, but okay. So this is information about the room. I'll read that as well in a minute. So hopefully we'll get an idea of who this guy is. But here you have a vanity section with a nice old-fashioned style chair that matches the bed frame, along with an old school mirror as well, which that really reminds me of a mirror my mum used to have when I was younger. And then just look at this beautiful view of the countryside that we have here in Essex, which you don't get to see that often. So it's nice. I can't remember the specific name of this town, but it's somewhere in between like Housestead and Sudbury, that area. And you travel through some lovely countryside on your way here as well. Oh look, I have a guest, a little cat. I assume it's one of the neighbours' cats. There's lots of lovely houses around here. It's quite a small, well, very small town. But carrying on with the room tour, you also have this lovely, I don't know what these are called, but essentially it's a bench. Underneath here, probably, okay, that just looks like extra bedding, maybe. Oh, you've got that is huge. You've got a very big safe under there as well to put all of your valuables. That's what I'm trying to think of, valuables. And then next to that is the drink station, so you can sit on your bench, look out onto the countryside in the morning and have a cup of tea. Lovely. Along with your tea, you can have some fruit and lemon biscuits, but they do look like fairly posh ones. They're not the standard brand that you usually get in hotels. And same with the coffee bags. You get bags of coffee here, which aren't all that common. I mean, you usually just get your instant coffee, don't you? But yeah, I'm really looking forward to sitting out, looking at that view with a drink in the morning. Under here, you've got your fridge, which has a lovely, look at that, a lovely branded bottle there of water. Unfortunately, it is pretty expensive. I think you can drink the water out of it for free, but there is a note there saying that if you want to keep the bottle, it's going to cost you £10, which I think is pretty steep for a bottle of water, to be honest. And then you got my fresh milk there as well, straight from the pub. But yeah, so it's clear to see that the main event really is this massive bed. I like these lamps as well. They're quite nice, aren't they? I don't think there would be any. Okay, so bedside table has a hairdryer in it, which is good. I do like a hairdryer. Oh, that's a little bit stiff. Look at that. I can just glide around. I look like I'm swinging. Oh shit. Is it sturdy? I really don't want to break this. And then maybe a holy Bible. Do we have a Bible? We do not have a Bible. No Bible, but that's okay. Right, before I check the bed, let's show you the bathroom. All of the handles feel really like, not stiff in a bad way, but like just heavy duty, do you know what I mean? They feel proper, good quality is basically what I'm trying to say. Anyway, this is the bathroom. A pretty solid size. One thing I have noted though that isn't ideal is that with the toilet, it's where it's got this lip here, so it doesn't stay up. And it's also not soft close, which obviously, being a 5-star hotel, I'm being really critical here, I know, but it's 5 stars, you know? A person of luxury doesn't want to be holding up their own toilet seat while they pee. You know, just saying. You've got a mirror there that looks like it lights up. Oh. Oh. Yes. We have light. You've got your assortment of stuff to clean yourself with, although I thought that they would refill it after every person. You know, Overcrest cool, I know. There is still enough in there for me, but Cole & Lewis, decent brand. I'm sure they smell lovely. This is really clean as well. Honestly, it looks like a brand new bathroom. And here we have the main event, the shower, which is really, really massive. I mean, some slight discoloration on this bar here. It doesn't look like it's very well polished. Same with the shower head, actually. Look at that. That's not ideal for a 5-star, is it? One thing you can't complain about though is the size. I mean, it's pretty much the length of my wingspan, arm span. And it's a good width as well. I don't feel like I'm restricted in here in any way, which is fantastic. Hopefully it works. We'll find that out in the morning, I suppose. Let's go check the bed. I don't want to risk jumping on this one. Like I say, never stayed in a 4-poster bed before. Don't quite know how sturdy they are. So yeah, no jumping around like an idiot this time. The bed isn't as long as what I thought it was going to be. I don't know if the camera can pick up where my feet are. So given that there is all of this wood, I am noticing quite a lot of noises when I move around. Let's get these pillows out the way though, and lay down like I actually would. Oh God, these pillows are quite thick actually. Oh no, they sink. Oh yeah. They are some good pillows. Yeah, I don't really feel like I'm gonna have problems getting comfortable, that's for sure. How thick is the mattress? Because I can't really tell. Oh, it is like a proper thick mattress. It just goes right down like here. And everything seems really lovely and clean, so I'm happy about that. Even all of the carpet, you know, people walk around in here with their shoes on, but it doesn't look like that at all. So cleanliness, apart from that shower, some dodgy bits in the shower, apart from that, everything else looks absolutely spotless. I can't get enough of that. That is lovely, isn't it? I've had to open the window though, because it is really hot in here. But yeah, the bed, I'm very happy with. I mean, the noise might be a slight concern, but I've stayed in noisier beds, so. And of course, with the bench, you get a good viewing platform, some would say. So, information. It does actually tell us about this room specifically. So it turns out John Constable was an English painter that lived fairly nearby, and he's painted countrysides around the Dedham area, which is another place in Essex. So the idea is that that view could almost be a John Constable painting. I don't know what relevance the 4-poster bed has, maybe just because they're of the same era, I don't know. Yeah, this has all of the information that you need as a guest here. It's got all of your Wi-Fi passwords, breakfast timings and all that kind of stuff, but it also has the places of interest. So it's got a list of places right there that you could go and visit that are nearby, which I think is quite cool. I could literally just sit here all day and watch the wildlife out there. There's loads of birds running and flying around, and obviously the pheasant itself, a cat. I've only been here 10 minutes. But yeah, 5 stars. You're probably thinking, Jack, how expensive is this place, being that it is 5 stars? Well, this room cost me £117 for one night. That does include breakfast though, and I will also be eating in the pub for dinner tonight, so stay tuned for that, and we'll see what the final cost is when we get to the end. But £117 for a 5-star hotel with a lovely view, I don't think it's too bad. The question is though, is it really a 5-star? An official hotel inspector from the AA definitely thought so. And whilst it is lovely, there have been a couple of things that have made me not too certain. Like the dirty shower, the lack of refilling things, the lack of facilities as a whole. Yes, you've got a bar and a restaurant there, but there's no gym, there's no swimming pools or anything like that. You know, a little fitness room and a hot tub somewhere wouldn't go amiss for a 5-star hotel. I feel like you have to offer more to get that 5-star rating. But maybe I'm just being really strict. I don't know. It is nice. It is nice. It's quite a cozy place as well. It's got a nice vibe. It actually says on here, a romantic room. I mean, I agree, but it's just me. So yeah, until the morning, that is pretty much it for the room. But I am starting to feel pretty damn hungry. So I'm gonna head over for dinner right now. The pub is a classic old English pub with wooden beams and a log fire burning. I grabbed myself a Guinness and waited for my food. For starter, I ordered these lovely pan-fried prawns that came with a loaf of bread. They were absolutely delicious, bursting with flavour, and the bread was warm and fresh. Onto the main, these are the haddock fish cakes. A last minute choice, I wouldn't usually order them, but they were brilliant. Bursting with flavour, cheesiness and lovely haddock. Safe to say, I thoroughly enjoyed the meal. Okay, so that was dinner, and it was very, very nice indeed. I loved the pub. It was a really nice vibe in there, and it got quite busy with the locals from this really small town that we're in. It just felt like everybody knew each other. It was just a really nice village pub experience. And then obviously you've got the food, which was delicious. So yeah, all of that came to £34, which is about normal, to be honest, these days. So yeah, quite happy with that. Now it's time to have a proper test of the bed and go to sleep. So I'll see you guys in the morning for breakfast and also a tea with a view. All right, good morning. I've got my tea, I've got my view, although it's not really looking that great today, to be honest. It's quite grey and cloudy out, so not much of the sunrise I was hoping for, but it's still a nice view. So the bed, it was actually very comfortable. Now, the one thing that I did have a problem with was finding the right pillow arrangement. They were quite thick, but not thick enough to only use one for me personally. I'm sure for a lot of people, they were definitely thick enough. So yeah, there was a couple of occasions where my neck ached a bit, but other than that, the actual bed was very comfortable and I had a good sleep. And the shower, apart from the lime scaly bits that we already know about, that was pretty good as well. The water pressure was good. The shower head is nice and big, so you actually get good coverage of water. Apart from the cleanliness, don't have an issue with the shower. So let's hope that breakfast is good. I'm gonna head over there in a minute and look for my table that's set for 1. I'm really not sure what it's gonna be. I don't know whether we're gonna order from a menu or whether there's gonna be stuff laid out. There didn't really look like there would be space to lay stuff out, but I suppose there's only one way to find out. So let's head over there now. For breakfast, it's the same area as it was for dinner, and it's freshly made to order from a menu. I got myself this beautifully presented salmon and scrambled egg. The egg was cooked to absolute perfection, just how I like it, and there was nothing wrong with the breakfast at all. Very delicious indeed. Well, simply put, that was just really, really nice, and a perfect way to round off my stay here at the Pheasant Hotel. Dinner was a success, the room is nice, the bed was comfortable. Breakfast was fantastic, and with a total spend of around £150. Pretty successful, I would say. Is it 5-star though, like it says that it is? Whilst it is a really lovely place to stay and the food is good, I just feel like 5-star should have a bit more of a luxury feel to it. It feels really good, and it's a lovely place. Does it feel luxurious? Not really. And like I say, apart from the absolutely stunning views, they don't offer any other facilities or anything like that. So personally, I would give this place a 4-star, or if half stars were available, 4.5. But yeah, I think a 5 might be pushing it too far. I do think it is deserving of the high review scores though. I do think that, because I have had a good stay, and like I say, everything's been good. including the staff. The staff here are absolutely lovely. They're open to chat with you. They make you feel at home. They're just a lovely bunch of people, and the pub itself is a real local pub. It feels quite a social place to be. It's a lovely vibe here. But it is time for me to go home, so thank you very much for watching. Please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next one.